Reckless, gifted, provocative, irreverent, intelligent, courageous. It's a crazy bag of labels, but over the years, the man at the center of this tale has comfortably worn them all. But in August 2002, singer-songwriter Warren Zevon was tagged with another label, terminally ill. Given just 3 months to live, he set out to make the record of a lifetime. Think about my dirty life and times.
Yeah. That was a little Johnny Cash, but it was great.
Give me a little bit of Warren on both lines. I first met Warren Zevon in the late 80s when I moved in next door to him. Was that okay, Warren?
Billy, they're all good. I could listen to you do it all night, you know, a million different characters.
All right. I quickly joined a long list of people who have fallen under his spell. Let me try one more.
Okay, all right.
Warren has a huge posse of friends, and when news of his illness got around, all the big guns rode into town.
Yeah, the jefe.
You in a guitar mood?
Yeah, man, let's try that.
To rock legends like Bruce Springsteen, Jackson Browne, Tom Petty, and Eagles Don Henley, Timothy B. Schmidt, and Joe Walsh, Warren is a much revered maverick.
I want her to be free.
Sounds good to me. What do I know, right?
Yeah.
He's able to mythologize and satirize all in one stroke.
Trust me when I tell you I'm not good enough for her.
The son of a Russian gangster, Warren spent a hard-knock childhood parked at the piano, studying Mozart and Brahms. But as a teen, he was seduced by rock and roll.
Well, he's just an excitable boy.
By the early 70s, Warren's handiwork was in high-profile demand. Linda Ronstadt, Bob Dylan, and Stevie Nicks all covered his songs.
He could really, in 3 minutes, tell you an entire story.
Splendid isolation. I don't need no one.
I think people should listen to his songs, especially people that want to be great songwriters.
It's really how he feels and how he looks at life. And of course that translates into his writing.
With his own albums, Warren began building a cult following. Critics loved him. Musicians envied him. But he'd have to howl at the moon to really be heard. Written on a sea of vodka in 1975, Werewolves of London was an offbeat smash. With his full moon anthem shining worldwide, Warren lunged at rock excess with a vengeance.
He was wild, and I think he figures he'd survive to this point what most mortal men would not survive.
Years into a world-class binge, Warren hopped off the sauce and onto the wagon in 1980.
He made a very courageous statement to the press and said, I've got a drinking problem, I'm gonna do something about it, and he did something about it.
A newly sobered Zevon spun his near-death tales into scores of darkly comic songs. The Grim Reaper made a cameo in most of them.
That's always been his humor, you know. Death has been a pervasive theme in everything that he's ever done.
This is Warren. This is Old Velvet Nose. This is his backstage pass at his concert. It's a skull smoking a cigarette.
I was in the house when the house burned down.
But in the summer of '02, death became more than just a lyrical concern for Warren when he was diagnosed with a rare and deadly form of lung cancer. A few years back, Warren told a reporter, "If you're lucky, people like something you do early and something you do just before you drop dead." So when doctors gave him the news, he went straight into the studio to create his sonic So Long. This is Warren Zevon's diary of those bittersweet days.
Plaster falling down in pieces by the couch of pain. Disorder in the house. Time to duck and cover. Helicopters hover over rough terrain.
Clearly, one of the reasons we find ourselves here, and I find myself in a unique position of not being able to complain about my present circumstances, is that I've always been interested in writing about death. You know, Hemingway said all good stories end in death.
I lay my head on the railroad track and wait for the AA.
I went to Canada to do a couple of folk shows, and there was some fellow in the gym with me. I said, "What's the elevation here, buddy?" Because I was very short of breath.
Poor, poor, pitiful me. Poor, poor, pitiful me.
My failing is that I've always been a little doctor phobic. One of my best friends is Stan Gold, and my dentist, Dr. Stan, and I used to say, if Dr. Stan if he can't fix it, call 911. I'm done. And I mentioned to Dr. Stan that I had shortness of breath, and he said, well, we're going to a cardiologist in the morning. And I was lucky, I think, because I got all the news, I got all the progression of tests, you know, all the roller coaster ride of hopes and shocking news in the course of one day.
When there's nothing left but you and me in the wind. Oh, sweet darling.
Miss Kristen, what are they going to do with you?
I have no idea.
Documentary.
Oh, documentary. That means factual, doesn't it?
Well, theoretically. Anything you want to say about me?
He's terrific.
Okay, but I want that girl who gives you the Steve McQueen line, the one you have to die for.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Hoist the mainsail, here I come. Ain't no room on board for the insincere.
I think I look like a baboon from Newcastle trying to get a job in a toothpaste commercial.
You're my witness, I'm your mutiny.
What?
I'm here for you.
You know that poem I keep reciting to myself when I feel sorry for myself?
Yeah.
The Rilke poem. Anyone who has no house now will never have a house. Anyone who's alone will always be. Most intimate thing I've ever said to another human being, and there's a microphone on my shirt.
Well, at least
And your man, another grinning, who says, "Don't worry," and then none of it picks up.
That amazing grace sort of passed you by. You wake up every day and you start to cry.
We're kind of in the heart of darkness, the scariest place I could have thought of it being. But once you get there, you find out that there are really nice, caring people here, and it's not so scary. So that's my message.
I'm going to, I think, put you in the chair that has the back.
All right.
And are you short of breath right now?
A little bit.
A little bit? Can you speak to someone on the telephone without having to stop in the middle and take a breath?
Yes.
Okay. You're down about 5.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
No? Okay. You're a little lighter.
I thought it was just a haircut.
No, I don't think so. Tell me about pain, where you're having it, what parts of your body are hurting, how much pain you're having.
Not very much.
Not very much? Okay, point to where you're having pain.
Well, if I wake up where it's been a long time since I've had any medication, and it's just a broad sort of, sometimes there's a little sharper pain in the time, but it's not as specific.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. How about any other place?
Well, let's chase these guys out for this part of the discussion.
Okay.
Are you getting the staggering from this angle, or are you cutting off there? Good man. I was reading a biography of Sammy Davis Jr., and it said that even though he was ill, when he was diagnosed with cancer, he went out there and he danced Mr. Bojangles even though he was sick, and I thought, okay, I'm going to do it.
He likes grades, so it makes my job real easy.
And he went down to dinner in his Sunday
When are you
best.
gonna give us a show?
This is the one. This is it.
Oh, it's great.
These pants look okay, like with this. Is that okay?
So that would go down a size, wouldn't it?
I love that suit.
He dug up her grave and filled the cage with her bones.
That's New York. I knew him, Horatio.
Cool. All right, dude. Break a leg in New York with Mr. Letterman, and then I'll see you Saturday and give a report. All right. Yeah. See you later.
You hear that?
Knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
These are all to Gary. If I could get one to Tommy, T-O-M-M-Y.
Okay. Okay.
That's my friend. Thank you very much.
So you actually saw you live on Letterman one time, quite a few years ago. And we're with you all the way. I know your problems right now, so thank you. You're in my thoughts, so take it easy.
So much to do, there's plenty on the farm. I'll sleep when I'm dead. It's Saturday night.
I'll be right back.
Raise a little harm. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I always forget to eat. That's what keeps screwing me up. She went out and got it. I was going to eat it right now.
That was Danny. The New Yorker wants to do a piece on you. And they
Too late.
That's, you know, that's what I think too. So
Too late.
Time marches on. Time stands still. Time on my hands. Time to kill. We contemplate eternity. living beneath a vast indifference of heaven.
Dead man walking. What's up? I don't think I'm in denial about death, but I was in denial about the idea that I was really going to have to go and do 45 minutes of essentially live network television myself. But Dave's been a great friend to me. He's been the best friend my music ever had.
Okay. And don't project, don't blow your voice. That's the main thing. Just mark it.
I was concerned about whether I was going to be able to sing or whether I would lose wind or lose my voice, but I believe that everybody who does this, what I do, is an entertainer. Should think of themselves as an entertainer, a show business entertainer.
Tonight, legendary singer-songwriter Warren Zevon.
I didn't know he could play that.
Oh, yeah, I know he could play it.
Here, I guess a couple of months ago, we all learned that your life has changed radically, hasn't it?
You mean you heard about the flu?
Yeah, kind of about the flu.
Yeah. Well, it's true.
How did you learn about it, and what is it, and how have things been since?
What was the order of those questions again?
Entirely up to you. Any way you want to field them.
How did I learn about it?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me say that I might have made a tactical error in not going to a physician for 20 years.
I see, all right.
It was one of those phobias that really didn't pay off.
From your perspective now, do you know something about life and death that maybe I don't know now?
Not unless I know how much you're supposed to enjoy every sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
How's your family?
They're holding up pretty well. It's tough on them, but they're holding up pretty well. Yeah. You know, we're a pretty close family, me and my kids.
Good. You have the two, the boy and the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. And let me just say now, thank you for being here, and thank you for everything.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Mr. Zevon is going to perform for us.
Rolling the headless Thompson gunner. The eternal Thompson gunner, still wandering through the night. And now it's 10 years later, but he still keeps up the fight. In Ireland, in Lebanon, in Palestine, and Berkeley. Matty Hurst heard the burst of a Rollins Thompson gun and bought it.
Yes, sir. There you go. Warren Zevon, everybody. Warren, enjoy every sandwich. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Warren. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much.
See you around Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Warren.
Never replace him.
Playing your own wife is a rare opportunity for a show business personality, and I think one that most performers wouldn't take on, but not the easiest thing in the world to do.
What was the hardest part about it for you?
Saying goodbye. Yeah, they're all close friends. Here in the hotel too. It's all like family. 20 years.
wanted to be everything. She could be with me. I could hold my head up high and say that I left first. Or I can hang my head and cry. Tell me which is worse.
I did the thing you're not supposed to do, which is tune into what the fans write on the internet. And they're all saying it's like heroic that I won't get treatment. And I think there's something so incredibly morbid about that. You know, I stalled the discussion of having treatment so I could finish the record because I didn't want any drastic alterations in my health other than dying. And, well, I was really kind of shocked and disappointed in people when I read that. That's why he's our hero. Because he won't get treatment. Because, you know, I think it's a sin not to want to live. Let's do another bad one then, because I like it when the blood drains from Dave's face.
I'm numb as a statue. I may have to beg, borrow or steal some feelings from you, so I can have some feelings too.
The past several albums, because of a limited budget and a big ego, I played most of the instruments myself.
But there's nothing quite beats if you can get all the musicians together. That's the grand style.
Jackson Browne said to me,
about 25 years ago, you get by with a little help from your friends. He's all trouble. Hey, Billy, just in time. Billy Bob Thornton has a voice that really blends well with me.
It's always been a pleasure to work with David Lindley and Jim Keltner.
And I've always wanted to work with Ry Cooder. This album I'm doing, I guess, almost exclusively with Jorge Calderon, my oldest friend and closest collaborator. Hey, we got a lot of talent. Let's go on that work chant.
Yes, let's do that chant. It's a unison chant. We just keep going underneath the solo.
Prison Grove is our prison song. Prison is metaphor, prison is, you know, what have you.
As we were writing it, Jorge says, the prison is your body. My disease.
Some folks have to die too hard. Some folks have to cry too hard. Take one last look at the prison yard. Goodbye, Prison Grove.
I'd be an idiot if I wasn't less than pleased about being doomed. But I feel lucky or blessed to be around for so long, and I still love every day.
Is inspiration coming easily?
Yes, it comes very easily. It's never happened before in my life. Inspiration always came painfully, brutally, and rarely. And I'm not saying it's a good trade-off, but there's a lot of inspiration, a lot of ideas, and a lot of tunes coming real fast, as you know, Nicky.
Does it keep the anxieties at bay?
Does it keep the anxieties at bay? No. No, the anxieties are there. I'd be a fool if I wasn't concerned. But it certainly helps more than anything else. More than anything they can prescribe, it helps. And it was great, Don.
That's right. Thank you. This feel is great.
It was what I hoped and great.
I'm very well, thank you. Had to come and see you.
Kristen, Steffel, Timothy Smith.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
I'm in an odd kind of position.
Yes, I'd say so.
Oh, Spain.
Glad you're doing some music.
Yeah.
That's
right.
It's very distracting.
That's correct.
Yeah,
I'm a football fan, or a soccer
really
fan.
great to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Why don't we do the choruses first?
I wanted to be happy. Something like that. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be free.
What do you think?
It sounds beautiful.
I think that was okay.
Yeah.
Go to the next one, I think.
He sings it.
I'd wait here for 1,000 years if she come back to me. I have everything she wants, nothing that she needs.
Now and then, I like to think I have some good-hearted romantic impulses and express them in songs, but I'm interested in communicating like meager ideas I think I have about living. I'm interested in saying goodbye to a few people.
Trust me when I tell you I'm not good enough for her.
I have certain things to say to people, and I seem to be given the opportunity to get them down and, and get them recorded and get them out, for which I'm very grateful.
Self, father, son, arm length.
Yeah. The things that matter to me most are my two kids and making music.
There's a message in this bottle, and I'll drink until I find it. 'Cause I've searched my soul for answers and discovered I've been blinded.
Jordan and Ariel have been such an amazing blessing and comfort to me all their lives, but certainly since I got sick, particularly. I think we have the gift of making the most of it.
It's not fair to die at 55. It's not fair to die at 55. It's just what it is.
Are you feeling the pressure of time or not?
The pressure of time? Am I feeling the pressure of time? I take a nap and wake up and, and look around and make sure I'm still here. And, so far, every nap I've woken up from, I've still been here.
The phone don't ring, no, and the sun refused to shine. Never thought I'd have to pay so dearly for what was already mine.
Just remember, 2 Pulitzer Prizes.
No, I only got one.
You only got one?
Well, it's VH1, they won't know. That's right, Warren, 2 and a Nobel. Yeah. No, like a man who keeps his morphine right on his table.
You dipped my head.
Well. Did you give the guy a credit card? Did you pay?
Mm-hmm.
He's like on every known painkiller, and he still beat me to the check.
You know the deal. I finished the album Chemo.
Really?
Yeah.
And then all your hair's gone and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Now that I gotta see.
And you get that spook-ass look.
Can I come back for that? If you do chemo, I could shave my skull. We could put our hats on. But I do want to see you bald. Because you know what? You can
It's gonna have a- it's gonna be-
And you
now
know
we
what
got a
else?
good thing going.
I got 2 words for you.
Yeah. More
Think about it. No. Okay, you're doing morphine. Tattoo. That's one word, but it's 2 syllables. Seriously, tattoos.
Of what?
Just, I don't know, but like, it's something like most people regret them for the rest of their lives. Well, in your case...
They should. That's the whole idea, tattoo.
Hey, in your case, you just like...
What, maybe like a tiger? What do you think?
I think tiger would be wonderful, or a frog.
How about a waterfall?
Yeah,
that'd be unique.
Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, alright. Just make us be brave and make us play nice. And let us be together tonight.
I asked a friend of mine who's a cancer survivor if she thought I had a good chance of dying with my boots on, and she said, yeah. So that's a hope. You know, there's certain medication that kind of masks the symptoms.
Oh, God.
But I have no complaints. I expected it to be worse.
Life's not over.
What lines you want me to sing? All of them?
Yeah.
I see.
I think you should take a pass at the song.
I get it.
I have been reading it all lately since my diagnosis. You know, my candy boy, Schopenhauer, said we love to buy books because we believe we're buying the time to read them. Isn't that grand?
Should we give it a shot, Warren?
Yeah, why not? I mean, the rest of my short life has gone by while we wait for you to ask me that question.
Okay, here we go.
Disorder in the house. Disorder in the house. Come on over.
Hey, you're behind a beat.
I'm not getting any vocal.
1, 2, 3.
Disorder in the house.
No. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Disorder in the house. Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disorder in the house. I live with the losses. I watch the sun down through the portiere. Here it comes.
We got some lines. Maybe we should figure out what we need at this point.
I think that's a good idea. We got a lot of good stuff.
Okay. They're gonna find the one line they tolerate. Disorder in the house. Time to duck and cover. Helicopters are
Okay. I'm wondering if there's something about the energy level you're in now, and maybe in the morning when you're more fresh, you can like really, do it better.
Trying to throw some kind of George C. Scott gloom over the situation.
No, it's just that we work so hard to get to do this that we need to just do it, And if you can come here fresh and do it, and then do whatever you want. I mean, it's
Jorge, I'm dying. I don't have no fresh.
I know, but also I mean.
You gotta understand that. Fresh is not in my vocabulary.
I totally understand that, but also we're celebrating life every day. Yours, mine, and everybody else's. We'll come in the morning fresh, bushy-tailed.
You're taking this too seriously. What do you think, boys? Do you think you go down a fiery hole 1,000,000 miles long?
Oh, no.
Well,
What do you think, boys?
That's here.
Hmm?
Now,
after you see that.
Now that's here. Where we go after this is way better. I'll have a special place for you there. Miles will come visiting, blow his horn, jam. There's no fiery hole there. Stop. That's great.
Something like that. I mean, I can sing a little harder or something, whatever. I mean, I think I ought to be laying off on some of the lines and just letting Warren sing them, really. I mean, I think...
I love Bruce very much, and the thing about Springsteen is that he's exactly the person that everybody hopes he would be.
It's a little bit better,
Come in here, Bruce. Yeah, he's just down to earth.
He stuck by me through some, through some weird stuff, man.
Wonderful.
The real bad times.
This is the Portier and the Lasso Apso and the...
What?
This is the Zevonian dialect here.
This is a moment.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it solo.
Get the solo.
Disorder in the house. All bets are off. I'm sprawled across the Davenport of despair. Disorder in the house. I'll live with the losses. Watch the sun down through the 40 air. Here we go.
About good.
And you are him.
All right, that was the rundown. Now let's take it.
That was amazing. That was
Some good stuff on it.
man.
That's glorious, man. That's glorious.
Life's a lot of fun. You have to remember that, and you have to keep having fun. I'm not really smoking. But I do have that Bogart, notice the hand position.
Is that non-filtered, are you sure?
Yeah, it is not filtered. What would you do if you had a month to live?
I've dramatically outlived the predictions of the doctors. I'm beginning to feel like a fraud. But I'm not a hypochondriac, honest. They told me I had a few months. Is there any kicking activity to be?
Seems pretty quiet right now.
You can see it now, probably, right? I'm awfully excited. You know.
We've decided that Augustus's middle name will be Warren.
Ariel's pregnancy and the twins mean the world to me, and since I've come this far, I'm pretty darn determined to meet them.
Shall we roll?
We're gonna try
I
some.
hope so.
Yeah.
So,
I'm fading faster than the flowers of early spring.
Shadows are falling and I'm running out of breath. Keep me in your heart for a while. If I leave you, it doesn't mean I love you any less. Keep me in your heart for a while. When you get up in the morning and you see that crazy sun.
When I got the diagnosis, I picked up the guitar and I found myself writing this song.
There's a train leaving nightly called when all is said and done. Keep me in your heart for a while.
Sounds great.
It really does.
It does?
Really, oh,
It really does.
great.
That was
Wanna hug you.
perfect.
On reflection, it might be a little bit of a woe is me song, but it made me realize that I knew what I was going to do with the rest of the time.
Let's try the other verses. Sometimes
I think that writing songs is an act of love, you know, and you write songs because you love the subject and you want to pass that feeling on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't have any big, you know, farewell speech to make.
When the winter comes, keep the fires lit, and I'll be right next to you. Engine drivers headed north to Pleasant Street. Keep me in your heart for a while. These wheels keep turning, but they're